Oh, it's another day again. The tarantula's gone. Yay, it's like 2019. Hi. Hi, myself. I'm gonna go to my room. Can't see anything. My room is dark. The light's broken.
You didn't have to come over here. No, it's fine. Right. Look, my dad was dying.
Oh yeah. Holy.
You see the hand? Go to me. Where did you see him?
Sean, don't! Put your nippy on!
We need a few answers first.
I did get shot, didn't I?
I told you I'll explain everything to you.
In the desert with the straight.
Spell it out, so it's gonna be.
Tell me some shit.
Shush.
I will never be gonna let anyone ever speak to you.
I stay here because I like it.
Are you finished?
Look, I know people were terrible.
Love you. They love you.
People here are
Sweet.
good. My family's happy. Isabel and Michael won't leave.
Why? Michael outscored me on every AP exam. I thought he would get some scholarship, change the world.
I don't think Michael likes the world enough to bother changing.
You're making videos
No.
about how you're grounded.
I'm gonna watch some TV. Get out of this shit. Not Tarantula, guys. No. No Tarantula movie. I'm gonna react to
Everyone knows the Minions
Do this.
these days, even if one hasn't ever seen a film with them in it. They've become integrated into our modern pop culture, but despite how recognizable they are, there are some facts about them that you may not be privy to. From their mysterious and perhaps shocking origins to how they were designed, there are definitely some surprises here. Be sure to subscribe to Screen Rant to get more awesome videos like this on the daily. But before we get
Guys,
started,
subscribe
can
to
you guess
him.
the film based off of these emojis? One minion to rule them all. There are countless numbers of wacky yellow minions in the Despicable film franchise and extended media properties. Seriously, try counting them all. You'd think that with that many little critters running around, they'd have a fair amount of voice actors handy to supply some unique voices. After all, the Minions film has 3 of them running about on their own special mission. But therein lies your mistake. No matter who your favorite yellow troublemaker is, whether it's Kevin, Bob, Stu, or the rest of the Minion squad, they're all actually voiced by one man. No matter if it's for any of the Despicable Me films or the standalone Minion movie, all of the little critters are voiced by Pierre Coffin. Coffin is the co-director in all the movies that have Minions in them, including the latest installment, Despicable Me 3, which hit theaters in 2017. When we say he voices all the Minions, we mean all the Minions. You may be thinking that he only had to do a few dozen voices for the films, but
Okay.
you'd be sorely
Whoa,
mistaken.
that's pretty
When
cool.
it came time to multiply his
He had
voice
to
for
do
the highly
dozens of
anticipated Minions movie,
voices.
Coffin
What?
actually had to voice 899 different Minions. Talk about committing to the role. Minions. Lots of Minions. On the topic of 899 different Minions, let's get into that. When you think of a Minion, there are probably a few classic characters that stick out to you. And when you think of those ones, you end up picking, well, every Minion in your head. It's not like they're really different from one another. Well, despite how similar these yellow critters are, there's actually a whole bunch of them in existence. The animators could have done it the easy way and just replicated some of the minions in the background. None would be any wiser except for the most eagle-eyed fans out there. But the team wasn't going to take the easy way out when it came to their Despicable films. On the poster for Despicable Me 2, there are in fact quite a fair many minions to count. Want to venture a guess? The number showcased on the poster is actually 400 different minions. Whoa! When designing the minions, the animators actually had a predetermined amount of templates to choose from. Everything from eyes, hair, height, and body could be chosen to create a unique minion based on the available combinations. So, while minions may look similar, they're actually pretty unique. Tall, one-eyed minions are apparently a rarity, so good luck if you want to try and find one.
These guys captured me!
Not all minions are good. Okay, good is a point of view when it comes to the minions. Sure, they're known for hanging around villains and like-minded people over the centuries, but at the end of the day, minions just want to be loved and have fun. Is that too much to ask for? Well, that's all fun and games, but there are some other minions that would have things a little different than our favorite yellow critters. Yes, we are of course referring to the nefarious
in the last
minions.
video.
Unlike the titular minions, who serve Gru in the Despicable
I'm
Me
gonna show
films
you
and
my
evolved
face.
over time from a single-celled organism, the purple minions actually came into existence from a serum. The PX41 serum,
This
to be
is what
exact,
the
which was
tablet
designed
actually looks
solely
like.
for
Do you see
engineering
it?
completely evil minions. With the use of the serum, a regular and mischievous yellow minion will transform into a purple variation. They were designed to be indestructible, so you know there's bound to be some mayhem with a pack of evil minions who can't get hurt in the process. Everything from fire, weapons, and explosives can't hurt these guys. They also like to eat anything they can get their hands on, and like the original minions, they have a weird thing for bananas.
Just look at my channel and you'll see my name,
is
guys.
actually a language. Trying to understand the minions is a bit of a challenge in itself. It honestly sounds like gibberish, complete nonsense made up of a few recognizable words. Can these yellow critters actually be communicating with one another, or are they just saying the first thing that comes into their tiny little heads? As it turns out, the minions are communicating with each other with a language called Minionese. What's even better for all you diehard Minion fans out there? Well, you could probably learn it in an afternoon should you desire. Minionese is made up of words from other languages from around the world and then scrambled together and altered to make something new. That's why much of what they're saying sounds kind of familiar. That's why Bapple is apple, why para tu is actually Spanish, which roughly translates to for you. Then there's gelato, which shouldn't need any translation for those who appreciate the Italian version of ice cream. Toss in some modified Korean
by the way,
and
go
Russian,
check out
voila,
my brother's
you
channel.
have the Minion language. While the Minions language may not be very elegant or sophisticated, each word that they speak actually can be translated, so if you really want to know every bit of dialogue that they're saying, you now have a new project. Do the evolution. Ever start to wonder where the minions came from? Even if you've never seen a film with these yellow critters, the thought likely crossed your mind. Were they engineered by some evil genius way back when? Are they aliens? What are they? Well, as it turns out, the answer was right there for us to uncover. Despite the fact that they love serving evil masterminds, or at least try to, the minions were not engineered by some sort of supervillain. In fact, they're a natural creature that evolved from a single-celled organism, much like Gru and yourself. Which is interesting when you consider that the way the minions behave seems tailor-fit for someone like you, and you wouldn't put it past him in his earlier days to create the minions. Instead, the minions have been around for thousands of years, which means they've seen just about every great moment there is. But despite their evolution, their intelligence seems to be a few centuries behind. Like, Stone Age behind. In the short film titled Orientation Day, we actually get to witness the early days of the minions when we saw them come into existence thanks to the mutated strand of DNA. From there, it evolved and, well, here we are. From orc to minion. When it came time to design the minions, you can imagine that the animators and directors were adamant about making a symbol that would resonate with youngsters. In the end, that's the strategy that came through, but did you know that the minions actually had a much more hideous design in mind? While the yellow critters may sell a lot of merchandise and movie tickets based on their charming personality and cute little looks, things may have been different if they went ahead with the original plan. The early concept was to have the minions appear as orcs, not unlike those from Warcraft or the Lord of the Rings films. Yikes, not sure how well that would go over with the young ones. Because the studio, directors, and animators wanted the audience to care for Gru in the first Despicable Me, the minions were changed in order to make him a more sympathetic character. In order to do that, Pierre Coste decided to surround him with cute incompetence, which sounds way more appealing than a bunch of ugly orcs. Now that's evil villain territory. But what do you think? Should the Minions have remained in their original orcish designs, or are the yellow critters we know today the right move for the franchise? Let us know down in the comments. The Minions designs were inspired by... Die-hard fans and even those who have never seen a Despicable Me film know what a Minion is. Their image has been plastered all over billboards, toys, commercials, and other marketing material. Seriously, they're everywhere now. But how did the Minions come to be, design-wise? Well, there's an answer for that too, as the Minions have their own roots in some pretty impressive pieces of pop culture. When designing the Minions, the animators and directors wanted something memorable and lovable. So they looked to other films and properties to find inspiration. One of the lead pieces of
I'll see you
inspiration
later,
for the Minion
and
design
see
was
you
actually the Jawas
on the
from
next
Star Wars.
video.
It's not too hard
Boom,
to
chicka
imagine
boom,
that,
chicka
Similar features, the childlike
boom.
personality, and the unusual language. But the comparisons don't